Zero the Hero, written by Bob Babaklish and Mary Sue, illustrations by Elise Whitaker Pake. It was the night before Zero's first day at kindergarten. Mom Zero said, "At school you will learn to play with all of the other numbers and letters." This was both exciting and scary for Zero. Dad Zero had told Zero about some of the kids that he would meet at school, the letters, fractions, and even the negative numbers. "What about the letters, Dad?" asked Zero, never having met a letter. "Are they as strange and scary as numbers say?" "Son, letters are not like us, but that's okay," Dad Zero said. Mom Zero added, "Not like us at all." "Remember to be proud of who you are and the good that is in you," said Dad Zero. "You are a circle, and you come from a long line of circles. A circle, no matter how small, even smaller than you can see, is still a circle. In addition, a circle even so big that it surrounds the whole world is still a circle. A circle has no end and no beginning. A circle is truly whole," Mom Zero said sweetly. "Remember to be proud of who you are," Dad Zero added with a loving pat on his son's shoulder. Then the yellow school bus pulled up to the curb. In the schoolyard, the letters looked scary to him. They were different from him, just as his parents had told him. He was glad that no one seemed to notice him. Zero thought, "Being almost invisible feels safe." Zero saw how the various numbers and letters hung out in groups. He noticed that there were the thin numbers, 1, 7, and 9. They thought they were so cool, much cooler than the other numbers. Zero wanted to be cool like them, but he certainly was not thin. The first day of school was the hardest, just as his parents had told him. Then there were the curvy numbers, 3, 6, and 8, who were the most popular. Zero wanted to be popular, but he was round, not curvy. The numbers 2s, 4s, and 5s, who seemed to have something of a bond, but chose to hang out by themselves. What Zero could not understand was why letters never joined with the numbers. The letters had their own set of groups, but it was very confusing to Zero. The next day was easier and more fun. Zero met other numbers who were friendly to him. He enjoyed having friends and making bigger numbers. One thing Zero learned was that Zero never was the start of anything. He was always the follower. He did not mind being a follower, though. It was easier that way. On the third day, Zero got the courage to introduce himself to another Zero, a Zero girl sitting next to him in his classroom. He could see the fear in her eyes. "What are you doing?" she said, quickly looking away. "You cannot talk to me. I am an O and not a Zero." "But we look alike," was all he could say after noticing a group of letters was madly staring at him. "Get away from her, you nothing! How dare you even look at her? You are less than nothing. You are a Zero," shouted the letters. At first Zero felt embarrassed and ashamed at the name-calling. No one had ever talked to him so angrily. He was sure that he must have done something wrong, but he did not know what it was. Before he went to sleep, he thought, "Why do numbers and letters have to stay apart anyway? Numbers are symbols and letters are symbols. We look different. We are each different, but we are somehow just the same." Zero was not sure what to do, but he knew it was up to him to do something. "I guess all I can do is my best," thought Zero. "I need a plan. I cannot do this alone." The next day Zero approached the girl O and said, "Please, just listen to me for a second." O started to run away as fast as she could. Zero pleaded, "Stop, stop! I know that you do not know me very well," he started, "but I want very much to change that." She stopped to listen, and he continued, "Some people call me Nothing, a less than nothing Zero. But in reality I represent the whole of everything. You and I are alike, even though people say we are very different. We are both circles. There is nothing that we cannot do if we stand together." Zero whispered a secret to letter O, and she was completely shocked. By now, all of the symbols on the playground noticed the two symbols were speaking to each other again. All the letters were outraged, and the numbers were not too pleased either. Angry chaos was all around. That is when Zero held out his hand to letter O, and she took it. Then something wonderful happened. Joined together, they became Zero O, and everyone was silently shocked to see infinity amongst them, the infinity of unity and wholesome. This is when Zero found the courage to speak to the crowd. We know that we are all different, and that is a little scary for each of us. I wish that we could just hold hands once and appreciate how much we are alike even within our differences. We could see how much we depend on each other, how we need to work together. We would know that no symbol is better than another. We could respect each other for who we are, said Zero. At first, everyone felt uneasy, but slowly each symbol joined the circle. Then Zero smiled. Then girl letter O smiled. Then all the symbols smiled at each other. With their smiles, they knew that Zero had spoken the truth. For the first time, Zero was the start of something. Zero remembered what his dad had said. A circle has no end and no beginning. A circle is truly whole. He felt whole, and so did the other symbols. On that very day at school, letters and numbers came together, and that's when Zero became a living legend. He became known around the world of circles and forevermore as Zero the Hero.